All right, greetings from Edmonton. So this is one of the exercise stations I would recommend. Not a Smith machine, this is designed for the gym. I'd recommend a station that has two good sized 4" by 4" posts that are in the ground about 6 feet, 4 feet, I don't know, I'm not an engineer. And it would have in it an interlocking spot like this, so you could have a bar that you can move down to here to do exercises at the bottom or up at the top. So just something that's made of wood with a stainless steel bar or something that doesn't rust so well and so terribly, and they can change it. So the reason for the bar, depending upon your fitness level, you can start here and you can do chin-ups. This works your biceps and your back, your upper back. Or else you can put it down here if you're a little more advanced. And you can go down here to do your chin-ups. Or else you'd have the bar up here as well. So somebody, if they're more advanced yet, you can do chin-ups this way. So just varying degrees that work the same muscle groups. The other thing you can do with it, again, it's just two posts. This is 4 obviously, but it would just be 2 posts with a bar that can adjust. You can do, from here you can do push-ups this way. If you're not quite as fit, you can do push-ups up here. Or you can do push-ups on the ground. Or if you're a little fitter, you could you can do push-ups that way. It just works different areas of your chest, different intensities. So that's what I do for the chest and upper back station. It works your biceps, triceps. You could have a dip station on here. You can do all kinds of things. And that would be your upper body station, if you will. All right, I'm back. Whoops, welcome to my other gym. These are some of the accessories I would recommend. 2 foam rollers. They come in varying densities. They're about, I want to say $30 each. Basically, you roll up and down your spine and up and down your fascia of your legs, and it just helps to hit those trigger points, pressure points, and release stress, and feels good. It's kind of the pain that hurts so good. So these are handy. Then we move on to plates. I have 25, 35, and 45. And so what you do with these, well, you can, traditionally you put them on a Smith machine or a bench press or a squat or something like that, but you could just get 1 of each, for instance. And so you squat and lift, and this works your whole body. So works your cardio, works your biceps, chest, triceps when you push up, biceps when you pull up, a little bit of your lats, your quads, glutes, glutes and hamstrings, and your core and your rectus spinae as you squat. So that one exercise works a lot. So if you were to just to have a 25, 35, and 45, I don't know, that might be $2 a pound. So that's pretty reasonable. All right, next. They're called plyo blocks. And basically you can do all kinds of things. You can time yourself and you can step up and down for a minute. So if you do that for a minute, you'll be out of breath quite quickly. You can also do it while holding on to dumbbells. So you can step up and down and up. And when you do it, you don't want more than a 90-degree bend here, or else you can step up and do a bicep curl and a shoulder press without putting your weights through the roof, the ceiling and down. Okay, so dumbbells, in a perfect world, you'd have 5, 7.5, 10, 12, 15, 17.5, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, and 50. In a perfect world, if you want to spend the money on dumbbells. And just, you get the neoprene ones, neoprene handles with, or sorry, neoprene weights with the ergonomic handles. Those things would go in the shed, along with the foam rollers. Foam rollers actually would be great to have at camp as well, for those days where you're spending a lot of time out in the field and you come back and you're all, I don't know, gimps with the lack of a better term, you have a kink in your neck or in your back, and it helps to roll that out. These plyo blocks, 12 inches, 18 inches, they're about, I want to say, $50, $60 US each. So the taller a person, the higher the plyo blocks that you'd use. Shorter person would obviously use this one, or if you maybe you were heavier and couldn't step up so high, then the shorter one would be better for you, even if you were tall. You could use this as a station, so they could have these cemented into the ground, if you like, so it's just in the field all the time and people can use them as they like. Or else, if you're going to buy them like this, you would have them stored in the shed. That's where the 10 foot by 10 foot shed comes in. Okay, that's plyo blocks. Pretty cheap, 50, 60 bucks each. Next we have exercise balls. So this is a 55 centimeter, 65 centimeter. All you need, they're, I don't know, 40 bucks each maybe. When you sit on it, there should be a right angle bend here. So this one's a little bit too small for me, so I would typically choose this one, as I'm 6 feet tall and a bit, so this is better height for me. Basic gist with an exercise ball and the way why you have them is because the exercise ball, it creates an unstable environment. You want an unstable environment to work your core and stabilizers. So you can practice balancing on it. It works your abs. You could do sit-ups on it, because now after balance, it makes it a little bit harder. It makes it actually a lot harder. You could take your dumbbells and anything you can do in the ground. If you can have the balance, you can do it on the exercise ball. Whoa! I gotta get centered first. All right, and then you just do your, there we go. I'm a little bit of a practice. There you go, there's your bicep curls. Okay, so you can do that. You can do all kinds of things in the exercise balls. Lunges. You can do lunges in the plyo blocks too, or else you can put your foot on the ball and you can do lunges. So now I have to not only do the lunge, but I have to use my abs and my adductors and abductors to stabilize, so I can do the lunge. So it's hard to work out, and it's not very expensive to use, to buy. This is a Bosu ball. Bosu means both sides up. So I can stand on it from here, and I can do squats. Or I can take the dumbbells and do bicep curls. Or I could do squats. Or I could do a squat and a bicep curl and a shoulder press if I want. So all kinds of things you can do on the Bosu. They call it Bosu, meaning both sides up, because today you can use the other side. So when you're on this side, you're working your core more, here more. On the other side, you're using more of your ankles to balance you. Anyway, again, you're squatting. Then you get keen. If it's too easy, you take a plate, stand on the Bosu, and you can squat and exhale. And you can see that it puts me off balance. That's the whole point. When I'm off balance, my heart races. I'm getting a cardio workout. without even running. All right, back to the BOSU. I can do, excuse me, sit-ups on the BOSU. It's quite difficult. You can go back further than on the ball. Or I can take the ball and I can do the knee of the ball here. Or I can take the ball and I can do ball transfers. So I would recommend that in any of these exercises, before you use the BOSU, you do it off the floor first. You can also grab your ball and you can do push-ups. Now this works my abs a lot. You can use the BOSU. You can do push-ups off the BOSU. Or if you're keener, you could put your feet on the ball, stabilizing your abs the other way, lower body the other way, and upper body this way, and you do push-ups this way. So, lots of different things you can do with just a little bit of equipment. Plates, between $1 and $2 a pound. Dumbbells, between $1 and $2 a pound. Plyo boxes, 50, 60 bucks each. Foam rollers, 40 bucks each. BOSU ball, you only need one, up to $150 maybe. Exercise balls, $30, $40 each. Pair of runners, and you're good to go. That's all I can think of at the moment. So that would be your accessories. And all these things, if you have them as accessories, you just store them in the shed. And you would need say a 5 foot by 10 foot or 5 foot by 5 foot platform in which to exercise. Thanks.